In this project, we're developing a very early version of motor therapy to improve motor coordination in autistic children. So autistic children have motor difficulties. Quite a high proportion of autistic children will face motor coordination problems, and these can come across as difficulties with eye-hand coordination, so problems, clumsiness with picking up objects, unstable balance, or difficulties coordinating walking. So as this project involves a number of different components, we've also got a number of different people working on the project. So there's academics who have a background in motor control and autism, there's computer scientists, and there's an educational psychologist and an occupational therapist, and we're also working with a software company as well. And together we've produced this early demonstration version, early prototype. So this motor therapy has three main components to it. So there's a story component where we've got a storyteller narrating and acting out various stories. And we've chosen stories because they're a very engaging medium, and you can also tailor the stories to suit the natural interests and the age of the child.
One morning, as the sun was shining brilliantly in the bright Australian sky, 3 little boys went to a stream to fetch a drink of water. And in all the stories I tell and create, I try to make them as interactive as possible and fully engage the listeners in the experience. And through this I've developed a range of simple actions and responses that children complete with me whilst we're in the story. And through the comments of countless teachers and educational professionals over the years, I've come to realise that these seemingly simple actions are in fact vital in stimulating the cognitive skills of children, in particular young people with autism and other disabilities.
Stories, I think, will encourage children to imitate and practice the movements, and even outside of the movements that they're required to imitate during the game. Throughout the story, Sean was moving as he was singing and telling the different aspects of the story. So I think just the context of the story is going to promote more imitation. An additional benefit is that the stories will make children think about some of the social concepts, and that's something that could be looked into.
The second component is imitation. So the children have to imitate actions that the storyteller performs, and we've chosen imitation because it strongly activates motor areas of the brain, and so it's a very efficient way to learn new actions and improve motor control.
Let's go for a walk. Watch me again. Now, it's your turn.
We started developing the imitation aspect of certain movements, in which the user sees Sean performing a certain movement in the story and then is asked to do the same movement. This expands the application because we also want to address children with autism, and the fact that this project came along was really at the right time.
Our third component is the use of motion gaming technology. We're using, in this case, the Xbox Kinect. The advantage here of using computer technology is that children with autism are often quite comfortable using computer technology, and also it's very flexible, so it means that we can change the level of the therapy according to the motor abilities of the child.
Mara is a software platform designed to transform traditional exercises into video games, and we use the Kinect device to engage patients in their treatment by mapping certain exercises with video games that we produce, so that patients have a better time performing those exercises and recovering.
Watch me bounce like a bunyip.
The technology itself is still emerging, and new technology is coming online all the time, and I think with Kinect 2 this can be a really great product.
We've produced this very early version prototype that I've taken out to focus groups consisting of parents of autistic children as well as some teachers, and they've given us some really useful feedback. So the next stage is to use this feedback to generate a much more user-friendly version to actually put out into some schools and homes to see how children interact with this therapy and how feasible it is to use in those settings.